Randall here at PAX West 2017. Walking by the PAX Rising area, caught an interesting title called Coffence, and I'm joined by somebody to tell us a little bit more about it. Who am I joined by today?
I'm Charles Dufour, one of the conceptors of this game. Actually, a three-man team from Quebec City. I'm the programmer. Eric is the artist, and Phil is our designer.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Coffence for the people who don't have the benefit of seeing it here and kind of experiencing it firsthand.
So Coffence is a coffee-themed fighting game. This game, coffee is the life of the characters. So the character try to eat each other's cups, and when they score a successful hit, sends coffee flying up into the air, and that coffee is up for grab for anyone. That's life. So you just have to touch the cup, and that's yours. So your objective is actually to empty your opponent's cup and keep yours as filled as possible. And since coffee is your life also, you can drink up your own life one point at a time to slow down your opponent and squeeze you up, to use that to the advantage to draw some coffee from him.
So how long has this game been in development, and how did it get started?
Okay, so we're all ex-Activision employees, all three of us. Last year, around October, we decided we get out of Activision and found our own studio. And we started fiddling around. We wanted to make actually a first-person kind of perspective spy game. We chose Lumberyard for that, the Amazon engine. And we did not know Lumberyard or how it behaved and whatnot, so we decided to make like this little game jam project to figure out how physics and animation work. And the project we chose was actually out of a joke. There was we had at Activision that at one point there was a line for coffee, and Phil tried to cut in line to just get off his coffee earlier. And one of our friends told him, "Hey, Phil, go back to the end of the line." Phil called the guy to a duel for the cup. So just joking around with knocking his cup. So that's a joke game we decided to make. At first, Coffence was really a physics-based concept, calculating figure as a physics vector, and the one with most efficient force would just throw coffee out of his opponent. Obviously, we moved away from that and moved more to a attack kind of system, but that's where it came from.
Hopefully we can catch you over all this screaming. Somebody got really excited. I think they refilled the coffee. I don't know. Very cool. And so now, what stage is this game in now? So when can we expect it to be out, and on what platforms?
So the build we were playing was the early access build. This is 8 months work, roughly. We still have at least 3 months to work on the project. Sorry, we are putting in online right now. You have local play. You can play against AI. We have a brawl mode that can play up to 4 players. We're working on different party modes. But what we are putting in over the next 3 months is, as I mentioned, online play. Characters are going to differentiate themselves through coffee powers. So when you notice when you drink your coffee, it slows down time. This is a basic time dilation power, allows you to place yourself up. So right now there's one attack that you have when you press the X button, which we call the uppercut. It's some kind of a uppercut kind of move, and this is supposed to be like Kent's special, one of the three move that Kent is going to have. But every character is going to have 3 moves. So when they're coffee power, you don't know which move is coming from. So say Bruce, one of his moves is going to be the hostile takeover. He's a businessman, so he can switch his cup with the other one. So you can do that when your cup is really much more empty than your opponent. Or if you want to throw off your opponent, we have a choice of cups. You can choose an espresso cup, which has like 2 drops in it. It's lightning fast, has a small hit butt creation. Or you can choose up to a coffee pot, which has 6 drops of health, has a big hit the box collision. So this really influences the way you play. So playing as Bruce, you might want to switch the cup either for the amount of coffee they're in, or just to throw off your opponent by giving him a cup he did not choose at first. So that's the way characters are going. So now you have 4 characters in. We're putting a 5th character, which is going to be a dog. The dog is going to be just everything like a female character, and the dog is to solicit aiming, because right now we're playing with male characters. They all have the same stance, so a straight attack is going to hit their cups. But against Cappuccino or female captain, she's a smaller, so if you don't aim for a cup, or your attack just over it without touching it, and the dog is going to be the same thing. So we're putting in a new character. We're putting in online. We're putting in the basic the 3 coffee powers for each character. That's what they're going to be doing over the next 3 months. Afterwards, it's certification for the PS4 and Xbox One. We're already approved, but just need to. Our build needs to be approved. So that takes us about to January. That's when we're aiming to be out on PS4, Xbox One. We're going to do our official release at that point on PC also. And mid-2018 is going to be out also on the Switch.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us about this game today. Very interesting concept, and we were also joking about the different puns that are loaded in. You mentioned Cappuccino. It's actually a pirate captain named Pacino, so she's Cappuccino. Very good.
And we have Bruce with the W's just to have the brew. You can actually fight in the Pirates of the Caribbean settings also. And actually, we're opening a contest on our Facebook page for in the coming weeks for the best, worst coffee puns for our special attack moves.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks again for chatting with us, and have a great rest of your PAX.
Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you very much.